talk about our candidate, Nelson Santos, he has the experience, he has the knowledge to be an excellent representative. He has a background of productivity. He has a family background of his parents are immigrants to this country, and they've contributed immensely to making this a better place for us to live in. He deserves the chance to be our representative, to put that knowledge, to put that know-how to work for Canada, to represent the Liberal Party in Canada. You know, there's been a lot of talk in this election campaign about how this great Canada came about, and who built this great Canada. Right from the very beginning, it was Liberals. When we think of what we did in minority government, I'll go over a little bit of that. Medicare. So they give Tommy Douglas a lot of credit for starting it in Saskatchewan. But we did that in Ottawa for the whole nation, and we give it one of the best plans still in use in Canada, but being abused and criticized by some people. But also, one of the other greatest things that we did was the Canada Pension Plan. No country in the world had a plan like that. A lot of countries in the world today would only dream of having what we have and what we created, the Canada Pension Plan. One of the most advanced plans in the world, and still one of the most best plans in the world. What else did we do? I dreamt about this when I was going to school. Student loans. I remember the debate on that one, on how proud I was that we were doing it. And again, we were doing that with a minority government. The Chrysler Motor Company, where they're taking, how do you say, a lot of credit for saving Chrysler Motor. But if you remember, the Conservatives got rid of the Auto Pact. The World Trade Organization said it was a bad thing and they had to get rid of it. And many of us had strong reservations about this World Trade Organization telling us what to do. And we dreamt and believed that we'd be losing our sovereignty. But I can remember when Lee Iacocca was head of Chrysler's. He went to Washington and he asked them, he said, I need $1,250,000,000 to save Chrysler. We put $250 million on the barrelhead. He went back to Washington and they gave him the $1 billion. If it hadn't been for Canada and those Liberal members of Parliament, Ed Lumley, Herb Gray, Mark McGregor, and Eugene Whelan, there would be no crisis for anybody to give a loan to. But mind you, we had that much faith in crisis that we didn't give him a loan. We guaranteed him $250 million. And again, the same thing with the Ford Motor Engine Company that is in Windsor. We outbid the state of Ohio for the Ford engine plant. This was $56 million for Ford Motor Company. Or that engine plant wouldn't be there today. And of course they're bragging about how they give them a grant and that. But when you look around Windsor and Essex County and look at the vacant plants, do they have a reason for that? I have an idea. You can't have somebody in some other place of the world telling you what's good and what's bad for you. Santos, I know him. I know his family. I know he can be a great member of Parliament for this area and for Canada also, with his experience, with his education, with his knowledge as a press person, with his knowledge as an administrator. We need Nelson Santos in Parliament of Canada. Vote for Nelson Santos on May the 2nd.